What's up, ladies and gentlemen? chuckfinleLP, let's play Shining Force 2, The Ancient Ceiling, Part 67. And here we are just outside, or just right beside the dwarf blacksmith, and I'm going to show what the mithril weapons that I have for everybody real quick. I didn't get one for Bowie. You can, and there is one really good sword for him, but it's about to be replaced with a better sword, not too far. It would be nice to give him the sword, a better sword than what he has now, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, it's not worth the trouble with how I'm going to be using him. Sarah, I gave her the mystery staff. That is the best staff you can get. There's really no reason to give any mage or priest a staff right now because you can pick up mystery staffs later on in the game, but I decided why not, and I got pretty lucky. I only had to visit the blacksmith twice to get this staff, and then I tried to get one for Kazan. No luck, so I don't have one for Kazan Chester. I gave him the Mist Javelin. This is the best javelin in the game. There are two things you could give Knights and Pegasus. The Holy Lance or the Mist Javelin. The Mist Javelin is the best because it is ranged, but the Holy Lance is pretty good as well. I'm going to talk about all of these. I'm kind of being vague on these weapons, but I'm going to talk about the entire list and go into a little bit more detail about the blacksmith. I should have done this in the previous video. I do apologize for not doing any of this. I was more concerned about trying to find that treasure, trying to make it a pretty short video, and not really wasting a whole lot of time, but this is stuff that I should have done in the previous video, and I do apologize for not doing it in that video. I might add both of these videos together. I'm not sure yet. I probably will though, but it depends on how this one goes. But anyway, then the ground axe is the best axe for Jaha, even though he is a baron. There is a certain point where barons cannot use swords. The best sword for a baron is the counter sword, and the ground axe beats the counter sword by 3 attack points, so it's best that I went ahead and gave him that. Actually, what did I give him? The ground axe? I guess I didn't. Actually, I didn't give him the best axe. I gave him the ground axe, which is the same as the best sword you can make for a baron, but I had a lot of trouble with him as well. Like I said, I didn't give Kazan anything. A slate, I gave him the Gisarm. There are 3 swords that only a ninja can use, and I'll talk about those in a minute. But the Gisarm is the best one you can get, not only in attack power, but what it does. Didn't give anything to Kiwi. Can't give anything to Peter. Any archer, it's also the same. You can pretty much get by with the Nazca cannon for a long time. That'll carry an archer for a while. But I decided to go ahead and give May a grand cannon. That is the best archer weapon that you can give them. And I didn't have to, but I decided to go ahead and do it anyway. You can't give anything to Geralt. Rick, I gave him a Mist Javelin as well. In Karna, the giant, this is the most important thing that you want to do while you're doing the Mithril, is the giant knuckles. There's only 2 knuckles you can get, Misty Knuckles and Giant Knuckles, both with the Giant Knuckles are so much better than the Misty Knuckles, so it's a little bit easier. I mean, I did have to go visit the dwarf a bunch of times, and I kept getting Misty Knuckles, but then I got lucky and got the Giant Knuckles. And I gave the Giant Knuckles to Sheila as well, and that definitely jumps her attack power by quite a bit. Even with the power ring, she's not quite as high as Karna. Karna's already over 100, and Sheila's at 92, but it doesn't hurt. She's only 10 behind with a power ring. That definitely helps. But now, I'm not going to do anything else with the blacksmith. Like I said, I don't need to give Bowie anything. I'm not going to get anything for Kazan. Now I'm just going to talk about everything that you can get. Starting with the critical sword, we already have that. All promoted sword users can use that. So if you try to get something for Bowie, or if you try to get a sword for Jaha, if he's a red bear, or if you have a baron, if you try to get a sword for him, you'll get the critical sword. the battle sword, which Bowie, a Baron, Red Baron, and a Bird Battler can use that. That is the worst sword out of the Baron, Red Baron, and Bird Battler weapons. They can only actually get 2 swords, the battle sword and the counter sword. I guess I should talk about what these do. The critical sword, it has an attack of 32. You can sell it for 72,000, or excuse me, 7,200 coins, and it increases your chance to critical hit. We already know that. The battle sword, a hero, Baron, Red Baron, or Bird Battler can use that. That's attack power of 35. You can sell that for 9,200 coins. No special effect. The counter sword, hero, Baron, Red Baron, Bird Battler can use that. That increases your counter. And then you have the ninja specific weapons, the katana, which is 34 attack. You can sell it for 9,600. And for the counter sword, you can sell that for 13,000 coins. The katana has no special effect. The ninja katana is a ninja specific weapon, attack of 39. You can sell that for 11,500 coins, no special effect. But the Gisarm is, as I've already said, the best ninja weapon you can have. It has an attack power of 42. You can sell that for 15,000 coins, and its special effect is that it can instant kill people. Enemies, no matter what their HP is, you can instantly kill them. I'm pretty sure that even works for bosses. So, it's not the best sword in the world if you're trying to do my playstyle and give XP to everybody. But, it doesn't hurt, especially at this point in the game. Really, there's no real need to continue to spread the XP around to everybody. But, I still will be doing it as long as Slade doesn't one-shot everybody. Then the Levanter is the best hero-specific sword we can get right now. Just with Mithril. Mithril, it has attack of 42 compared to what the battle sword is 35, so that would jump up Bowie's attack by quite a bit. But I'm not going to go for it. You can sell it for, it has a 42 attack power. You can sell it for 14,000 coins. Its special effect is that it has Blaze level 3 and it never breaks. So that's good. Now now we're going into staffs. There's a bunch of staffs you can have. Some Advisor can use along with a Wizard and Sorcerer. Some that only Advisor can use. Some that only a Wizard and Sorcerer can use. The worst Advisor specific sword is the Wish Staff. It raises their attack by 26. You can sell it for 6,100 coins, and it gives you boost. The Mage Staff, which is the worst Wizard and Sorcerer staff, you already have that with Kazin. Has attack power of 27. You can sell it for 63,000 coins. Excuse me, 6,300 coins, and you get Blaze level 2 of that, which I did not know. The Great Rod is the first staff that a Wizard, Sorcerer, and Advisor can use. That gives you an attack power of 28. You can sell it for 7,900 coins. There is no special effect with that. Then the Holy Staff, which is a Visor-specific weapon, raises their attack by 29. You can sell that for 9,000 coins. And with this staff, you gain 2 HP per turn, so that's not a bad staff, but the Mystery Staff is a lot better when you're going after a Visor or with a Visor or a Wizard. The Goddess Staff is the best Visor. If you're going just for Visor-specific staffs, that is the best staff you can get. It jumps their attack power by 31. You can sell that for 9,700 coins, and it gives you aura level 2. So it's not a bad weapon to use, especially for a Visor who may not have aura. Like Sarah, she doesn't have aura. That wouldn't be a bad staff to give her. But because she can use the Mystery Staff, it's better to go ahead and give her the Mystery Staff. Now, with the Supply Staff, that is the second best Wizard and Sorcerer specific staff. It jumps their attack power by 32. You can sell it for 8,500 coins, and its skill is MP Drain, which will still, if you used it against another magic user, you would be able to steal their MP and add it to your own. It's good, but it's not really worth the trouble. The freeze staff is another wizard and sorcerer staff. Jumps your attack by it increases their attack by 37. You can sell it for 9,500 coins, and its special is freeze level 3. Then you have the mystery staff, which is the best wizard, sorcerer, and vicer staff. It jumps their attack power by 39. You can sell it for 10,000 coins, and it increases your MP by 2, I believe, every turn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is per turn, which is great. I mean, that is clearly the best thing that you'd want to have for your for a vicer or a wizard. I still feel bad about not giving one to Kazan, but I spent I think I went to this dwarf like 20 times trying to get it, and I couldn't when I got it very easily with Sarah, and I figured Sarah would be able to use it more than Kazan because Kazan stays in the back a lot. That's kind of my my thinking of why I haven't tried to give him the staff, or try so hard to get him the staff. I mean, he really doesn't run out of MP that much, and he doesn't have that many opportunities to attack, and there's really no reason to give anybody a mystery staff right now, because we will be getting them later on in the game. But now we're going to go to Paladin and Pegasus Knight weapons. The Valkyrie jumps their attack by 33. You can sell it for 7,700 coins. It is a ranged 2 weapon like a spear, and it does not have a special skill other than that. The Halberd jumps their attack by 37. You can sell it for 7,300 coins, and its special is Bolt. That is a lance, though the Halberd is a lance, so it's it's not quite as good. That 4 extra attack points does help, and so does Bolt, but it's really not all that special. And I believe actually, I don't know. Some of these things break, like the halberd will break if you continue to use it, but I'm not sure if like some of these staves would break necessarily. I think they would though, so I take that back. I believe all these mithril weapons do break. But then you have the Holy Lance, which jumps their attack to 39. You can sell that for 9,300 coins, and it increases your defense by 5, and you get 10 HP when used as an item. So I guess if you use the item, you can get 10 HP back, which it does help, but not enough. The Mist Javelin, which jumps their attack by 43, you can sell it for 9,900 coins, and is a ranged 2 weapon that is so much better, in terms of just power, and I really don't need defense or to use it as a healing item, since I have, healers that are capable of doing that. And now we're going for the Gladiator, Baron, or Red Baron specific weapons. This is mostly just Gladiator specific weapons. The Heat Axe jumps their attack by 32. You can sell it for 7,200 coins. It gives you Blaze level 2. The Atlas Axe jumps their attack by 35. You can sell that for 9,600 coins. You can get Blaze level 3 from that. The Ground Axe, this is why I went ahead and chose the Ground Axe. Jumps their attack by 39. You can sell it for 10,000 coins, and its special effect is it gives you 1 extra movement. And we'll take a look at, I want to show off Jaha real quick, and to show you why I went ahead and went for the Ground Axe rather than the other axe, because that gives him 7 movement instead of 6. While his movement is still hampered, by certain terrain, he just gets 7 movement instead of 6, which makes it so much better. I mean, I would like to have the extra attack, because the Ground Axe jumps it up by 42. You can sell it for 10,000, and its special effect is Detox. While, it's only 3 extra attack, compared to the movement side, and I just figured the movement would be easier, and I got the Ground Axe first instead of the Rune Axe, so if I would have got the Rune Axe first, I would have just stopped there, but I got the Ground Axe. I felt that Jaha needed the movement, so that's better than excuse me. So that's what I felt was better. Now for the Bow Knight Sniper, or the class that rode starts out as, or what you can, the secondary promotion for sniper or for archers are, whatever that class is, that BRGN. I mean, like, I think I want to say Brigadier General or something like that. And this is those weapons. You have the Buster Shot, which jumps their attack by 37. You can sell it for 6,800 coins. The Hyper Cannon, the Buster Shot does not have any special effects. The Hyper Cannon jumps it up by 40. You can sell that for 8,700 coins. Or the Grand Cannon, which jumps their attack by 43, and you can sell that for 98 coins, and that has a special effect of Muddle level 1. You know, of course, the jump, you know, jumps it up by 43 is definitely very good, but all of these, the Buster Shot, Hyper Cannon, or Grand Cannon, will be dropped by enemies later on in the game, so you don't need to waste, it's not really wasting Mithril, but if you don't have enough Mithril and you want to save it for someone else, you can very easily. Like the Nazca Cannon can carry you for quite a while in the game, but if you have multiple archers, you might want to go ahead and, you know, try for the Grand Cannon. It's just so much better. And now we have the Misty Knuckles for the Master Monk. Jumps their attack by 48. You can sell it for 5,500 coins, and its special effect is MP Drain. It's the same as the Supply Staff. And then you have the Giant Knuckles, which are the best knuckles, and as I said before, the thing that you want to go after the most when you're trying to get the Mithril weapons, and it's the easiest thing to go after out of all the Mithril weapons. Jumps your attack by 55, you can sell it for 7,500 coins, and its special effect is Muddle. While, you know, the Muddles, it doesn't really matter. It's the attack power that's the best, and because you can use Master Monks as offensive characters if their defense is high enough, it definitely is worth it. I mean, you've already seen, you know, Karn is over 100 attack and Sheila's at 92. It's definitely worth it. And then we'll go after the, and now, out of all of those, you know, a lot of that is junk. The things that are most important to you that you'd want to go after are the Katana, Ninja Katana, Gisarm, the Levanter, if you're going to get something for Bowie, the Supply Staff, the Freeze Staff, if you have to get something for, if you have to get something for a Wizard or a Sorcerer right now, you don't have to do any of this, but, you know, if you want to, and you don't want to have to sit here and try to go after the Mystery Staff or whatever, you know, that's fine. For Paladin or Pegasus Knight, the Halberd, or the Valkyrie Halberd, Holy Lance, Mist Javelin. You know, of course, the Mist Javelin and the Holy Lance are the ones that you want to go after, but the Mist Javelin is the best one that you want to go after. The Ground Axe or Rune Axe, actually, let me think about it, what I just said there a minute. Everything that I just mentioned are things that you cannot, I believe, are things that you cannot pick up from battle. I believe you can find a Valkyrie and a Halberd in chests, but you will only be able to find one of those. But everything else you have to make with Mithril. I don't think you can find, none of this other stuff will drop. You'll only be able to find all of this in chests, or have to make it through Mithril. The Ground Axe, Rune Axe, Grand Cannon, Misty Knuckles, and Giant Knuckles. So I guess the Grand Cannon, actually you won't be able to pick that up, so I apologize. But the only things that you want to, you know, go after are things that I've already said: the Gisarm, the Holy Lance, or Mist Javelin, the Mist Javelin, the Ground Axe, or Rune Axe, or Giant Knuckles. Plus the other stuff, you know, that try to go for the Mystery Staff if you want to. You don't have to. The Levanter, you don't have to. I guess that's it. You know, everything else you'd want to go after. You know, like the counter sword, if you have to have something for another sword user, but with a Baron, you'd want to go ahead and just use the Ground Axe or Rune Axe. The Rune Axe is the best weapon that you can get out of both swords and axes. The Ground Axe gives you the same amount of attack as the counter sword, but you get that extra movement, which is better for, you know, Barons. Usually they don't have, unless you've given them a running pimento, they usually don't have that very high movement, or if you gave them the running ring. But yeah, that's everything with the swords, or I mean, that's with everything with the Mithril. And let me see, I can go ahead and that's everything that I was going to do in this town. So what we would want to do next is head down to Gallum, which was the town just south of the battle that we fought. Let me see, find it again. Yep, there we go. Alright, sorry about the cut. I went inside Gallum and did a little bit of stuff. I got lost trying to find an item, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end the video here, where I'll save that as a separate thing, talking about the Mithril. If someone wants to use that as a separate video instead of look through Gallum, and it just works out better that way. If people want to look at any of my videos for informational purposes. But yeah, so I do apologize. Everything that I said about the Mithril should have been done in the last video. Sadly, it wasn't. Again, I do apologize for that. But anyway, I thank you for watching. Next time we'll go through Gallum. We'll do a little bit of investigating there. There's not a whole lot to do in the town. There's a few items to find, but after we leave the town, there will be some story, and then we'll go into the next battle. So yeah. So until then.